nose.
Hello, Barney Beta Army. Welcome to today's show. It's us, him and me. It's John.
It's hello from him.
Yes.
And it's hello from
Me.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. We're the Beardy Bros.
The bearded Brady Bunch.
The Bearded Brady Bunch. The neurodivergent Beardy Battlers.
Yes.
Indeed. And we are here today and we're going to talk about
Video games.
retro video games.
Video games.
Video games. Okay, John. What was your first experience with retro video games, John?
Mickey Mouse ABC.
What?
Mickey ABC.
Easy as ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us more. Tell us more about that, John. Hoppa.
I don't know, I'm trying to think.
Was this one that your family had bought you, or?
It was on, it was a early computer.
All right.
And, I'm trying to think. Of something.
What was the idea behind the game, John?
I think it was for toddlers to learn. It was on Amiga, was it? Oh, it was on the Amiga. Oh, right, okay, it was on the Amiga. And it was sort of like helping toddlers to learn their ABC, sort of like words. So I think.
Okay.
It started. I think it started in a house.
Right.
Because you played as Mickey Mouse. You started in a house.
Mouse in the house.
And there were certain objects. And you had to like letters, so it was like A, apple.
Ah, okay.
So you type in apple, B, banana, then you could go outside your house and then there'd be other objects.
Okay.
So like T, tree,
Oh, yeah.
sort of that sort of thing.
Oh, right. So it was like House of the Dead, but with keyboards, but with Mickey
Yeah,
Mouse.
basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Like that, yeah. And then from one extreme to the other, Doom.
Doom.
Yeah, Doom. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Oh, so tell us about Doom, John. What's your favourite bits about Doom?
What's my favourite bits about Doom?
Yes.
Well, I tell you what I did love.
Oh, what did you
I'm
love?
not drinking Yorkshire tea, I've got Tarfu, but I don't know why I'm talking in Yorkshire accent.
Yorkshire.
But what I love about Doom was the soundtrack.
Ooh.
The very creepy soundtrack.
The very creepy soundtrack.
The sound effects.
Yes.
Because it actually felt like you was in hell.
And some of the absence of sound as well makes
Yes,
you feel all
yeah.
wibbly, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yes.
So sometimes...
So that Baron Hell to give me half right. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was really good fun. I have thoroughly enjoyed using all the cheats on the PS1, where you could have infinite rocket launchers, infinite chainsaw.
Yeah.
I completed the whole game with the chainsaw going to everything.
Yeah. Because that was the first version of Doom I played, was the PlayStation version.
Yes, me too.
And when I played the PC version years later, I liked it, but I think the soundtrack didn't resonate with me as
That's
much
right,
because
yeah.
it was more
Cleaner, wasn't it?
metal MIDI.
Yes.
So a lot of the tracks were influenced by Metallica, Pantera.
That's
so
it.
it didn't quite resonate with me. And the sound effects weren't as
Gritty, were they?
horrific.
Yeah. And
There was less. I think with plays PC Doom, you have to play it more fast paced.
Yes.
Because the music's faster paced.
Yeah.
You have to play it more like you're on marching powder.
Yes. Yeah, whereas the original one, although
It's like
fast,
horror elements to it. That
Yes.
soundtrack made
Yeah.
a hell of a difference.
and it's a bit slower in a way, the first one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, for my experience of Doom, obviously I went to the first one, and then I literally on the PlayStation where it had all the special...
PlayStation Doom is Doom and Doom 2 levels together.
That's
with
it.
Doom 2 monsters. So
That's
it's like,
it. Yeah.
So when I played Doom 2 on the PC and the art file, I
Yeah.
was convinced that was an add-on. But it's
Yeah.
an original monster.
Yeah.
Because the PlayStation capabilities, it was very limited with the arts file. They couldn't
Yeah.
have the arts file in it.
No.
So when I played the PC version, I was like, what the hell is this? It scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, no, that was pretty mental.
Yeah, the arts file.
God. But yeah, my experiences with the Doom on the special Doom on the PlayStation, and then you have to fast forward to Doom 2016.
Yeah.
For me, and that was banging. The soundtrack from Mick Gordon on that was insane. I absolutely loved it.
It was sort of like the it was a return to that 90s industrial metal.
That's it, a bit of
like
industrial.
Quick 2,
That's
Quick 3,
it. Mm-hmm.
you know, that vibe.
Yeah, that vibe. And then for me, then I jumped backwards and played Doom 3.
Yeah.
So although I am a fan of Doom, it is quite selective with the different games.
Yeah,
I'm yet to play Doom Eternal. I haven't played it yet.
It is a mixed bag, the Dooms. But I always found Doom. I always found Doom 64 to be the true Doom 3.
That's it.
Final Doom to me was just like a very big Doom 2 expansion pack.
That's right. Yeah.
There was nothing that stood out for me. There was no new weapons. There was no new enemies. It just felt like just a very lazy Doom 2 expansion.
That's it. Rather than
a
continuation.
I mean, it's still fun. Don't get me wrong. But the only level I liked in that was different was the hunted level, where you're trapped in a you're sort of like trapped in a maze, and you've got to face all the you got to face about 16 archviles, and there's only about 3 or 4 health packs.
Oh god!
And you're using the super shotgun.
Oh, okay.
And you know what the time is like the archvile. Really good level that is. But other than that, Final Doom wasn't that good for me.
For me, obviously, I like Doom 3. Obviously, I think my favourite is Doom 2016. But I love Doom 3 because it almost turns it into a survival horror.
Proto Dead Space.
Yeah, it's like a weird survival horror version of Dead Space before Dead Space was a thing. Yeah. And it's like it changed it up. And I remember going to, I think it was like donkeys years ago, and I don't really remember much about it. I went with an old friend of mine, James, and we went to, I think it was like an ITV gaming convention, and they had Doom 3 there, along with a very, 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 very bad prototype of Alan Wake and a very, very bad prototype of Alone in the Dark. And you could go in this thing and it would have, it would literally be Doom 3, but it would be like encased, like I suppose like an escape room in a way. It'd all be dark and there'd be all noises there and all that. And that was very atmospheric. So I love the fact that Doom 3 has got like a survival horror element to it. You know, that really added to the atmosphere, and it was something different for me.
I think Doom 64 had an influence on Doom 3. Just I'd say the lighting.
Yeah.
The lighting anesthetics of Doom 64, the different textures of light, really dark. I think that had an influence on Doom 3.
Really? Yeah, okay. So I'll need to play Doom 64. I think it is on the PS4.
Yeah, I've streamed it.
Yeah. Which is bizarre, because the reason why it's called Doom 64 is because it was a Nintendo 64 exclusive back in the day. So it feels quite bizarre that it's now on the PlayStation.
I mean, at times it could easily be my favourite Doom game. Easily.
Yeah. Is that because it's got like a bit of extra personality to it?
It's got. It's got PlayStation Doom sound effects anyway. But I think obviously the better graphics and like I said with the different lighting textures. In certain levels, like it's like really dark, very proto Dead Space.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, nice. I mean, I really like the fact that it adds to something. It's almost like it's something that's always evolving. Yeah. For me, especially the old ones, it feels like Doom 2016 was the pinnacle of where they went. But it feels like each game sort of evolved in a different way.
I don't know if this is true. From what I've heard, Doom 26 is basically a sequel to Doom 64.
Really? Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people say that it's a sequel to the original Doom and they jump forward in time sort of thing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure, because obviously Doom Guy was found encased in almost like a sarcophagus, wasn't he? Yeah. So they couldn't kill him, but they obviously managed to trap, the demons managed to trap him. Yeah. You know, so that's part of the interesting thing. But I do definitely recommend Doom 2016 if you've never played it. I've not played Doom Eternal, so I can't say about that.
No, I played it.
Yeah.
Couldn't get on with it.
No.
I didn't like the jumping in there. It's like
no. And the most annoying thing about Doom 2016 is I got to the very, very last level and then couldn't complete it. Which made me cry.
Lots. I mean, the last boss is the spider mastermind.
That's it, and I couldn't kill it.
Really?
Yeah, no. I didn't have enough ammo, and I didn't do enough of the challenges to boost up all my stuff.
You didn't have enough. That's the story I like. Oh yeah, I got to Resident Evil 2 with Mr. X, and go blimey, I didn't have enough ammunition.
But I did complete that.
And I kept telling you, you've got ammunition for Mr. X.
Yes, I did complete that eventually, though.
Mr. X will give it to you.
Dun, 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 dun. Indeed.
Yeah.
But yeah, Murder House as well. I don't know if you guys have seen me stream Murder House, but please do check it out.
Yeah.
I need to, of course, complete that game and make sure I save the health packs and the ammo as well at the end of that.
Yes.
Story of my life.
It is a story of life.
Tis.
Yes.
Tis.
But
yes.
I love it on your gravestone. I didn't have enough ammunition. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
And donate. Please donate.
Hand round the donation things. Hand round the donation, what's it called?
Somebody translate that what I just said.
Hand round the donation bucket.
Yes.
Give it a
all donations greatly received.
All donations greatly received. But yeah, so going back to what we were talking about our first gaming experience. My first game was Donkey Kong Jr. Game and Watch.
Was that on the SNES?
No, it was it was a little handheld about yay big, and it was all metal and saucy, you know. Ooh. And it was it's like an LCD game, and you sit like this. Because I'm part of that generation where LCD games you could buy literally. It felt like you were buying an inbuilt cartridge with a screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, Donkey Kong Jr. Game and Watch was fantastic. It was addictive as well, and the idea was that you'd have the little crocodiles at the bottom, and you would have the vines, and you would have to jump up and avoid the crocodile and go up and down, up and down, up and down, and you would have to get to older Donkey Kong and save him with a key, and then it got more and more complicated the harder levels you went, and that was really good. That was a fantastic, very addictive game. There was also the original Zelda Game & Watch, which is one of my favourites. I need to pick that back up, but the price is insane at the minute.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, Zelda Game & Watch is fantastic. In fact, in a weird way, it's my favourite Zelda game because it's simplistic, it's fun, and you don't need to worry too much about puzzles. You can just go around being Link, killing skeletons and having fun and picking up keys. Yeah. There's no sort of, you got to do 20 puzzles and walk around for a mile.
Sometimes they make those type of games overcomplicated.
Yes.
Oh, you've got to have this key for that key and that key.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
No, sometimes I want just a pure fun Zelda experience. And that goes back to...
You could go back to Resident Evil puzzles.
Yeah, Zelda, I think it's called Link's Shooting Range or Link's Crossbow Practice. That's actually another really good Zelda game because it's not overcomplicated and it's fun.
Yeah,
I love the idea of Zelda, but I don't like all the waffly puzzles. Yeah. I like simplistic fun. Yeah. I just want to be Link and have fun.
Because you were talking about puzzles earlier. Code Veronica.
Code Veronica, yes.
I spent 2 days.
2 days?
Trying to
2 days? 2 days?
2 bloody days. 2 bloody days.
Yes.
And the painting was in a save room.
Yeah. And then we go back to and we rewind about Resident Evil 3, and people moan that there wasn't enough puzzles in the remake.
I like the remake.
I do. I love it.
I don't care what anyone says.
I don't care what anyone says.
No.
And I like bloody Sonic Forces, and I don't care. Sonic Forces is better than Sonic Mania. Put that in your pipe.
What, crack pipe?
Indeed.
Crack pipe?
Bum pipe.
Excuse me, young man.
Excuse me, young man.
Excuse me, young man.
Oh dear, gold tick. Anyway, right, so
What, nervous tick? Oh, I've got a nervous tick. Oh, sorry.
Nervous wibble. I'm having a nervous wibble.
Oh, sorry, I'm having a nervous tick. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. Nervous tick.
Anyway. But yes, so what are we going to talk about next? What was some of your other experiences? I also had the CPC 461 Amstrad from my old friend Andrew, who was the vicar's son, and that was an insane fun.
I tell you what I loved.
Yeah. And it was all green. It was green, and you had tapes. And I had the original Game Boy as well. That was fantastic. And your turn, John.
Yeah. The light gun for Diane Trilogy 2 and Time Crisis.
Yes.
Oh, I loved that.
Reload.
Yeah, I loved that. The gun. Oh, it was so good. It was so cool.
Fantastic.
I loved that. I miss that.
Oh, me too. CRT.
Reload. Reload. House of the Dead on the Dreamcast.
Oh,
Crazy
fantastic.
Taxi.
Oh.
I wasted the summer 2000 on that game.
House of the Dead.
Yeah, I did. Wasted the year 2000 on that Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, but Crazy Taxi had a banging soundtrack when it first came out.
Yeah, well, it was all
Not so much now, because they've edited out all the good songs, because they lost all the licenses.
Oh, did it? They only had some, was it Offspring?
Yeah.
Bad Religion?
That's it, yeah.
It was 5 songs, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah. I think they lost the Offspring one, so that, you know...
Oh, and that's iconic to Crazy Taxi, isn't it?
Yeah, they actually lost it, because I'm guessing Sega didn't want to pay the money, because Offspring are back in vogue now, aren't they? So they're probably like, give us money, and Sega are like, nah.
Suppose they haven't remade that game.
I think they have, haven't they?
Crazy Taxi remade it, did they?
I'm sure they have, because it's out on the PlayStation and stuff, if you look.
It's on the PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about Taxi Chaos?
No, I'm sure they've remade Crazy Taxi.
Well, the only Crazy Taxi style game I've got is Taxi Chaos.
Yeah.
Which is very much like Crazy Taxi.
That's it.
And it's on the PS4. You talking about that one?
Maybe. But they've made... Do you remember that game I streamed a while back called Roundabout? That's like crazy. Have you never seen...
No.
Oh, I'll have to do this one for you because it's hilarious. It's literally like Crazy Taxi, but you're in a... It's top down, old-fashioned GTA style.
Oh, is it?
And you play a chauffeur and you're in a big limo and you have to go around doing all this stuff.
Oh.
If I've never streamed that and you've never seen it, I'm sure I've streamed it. But if you've not seen it, I'll do it again soon.
I've known you stream Spyro quite a few times.
Took me a year. Took me 2 years to complete that poxy game.
With nasty knock, I'll torch him. You have much to learn, young Spyro. Be patient. Be patient.
No, I don't want to be patient. I'm going to go to the end level and kill him now.
You should have told him to get stuffed.
I did.
Nasty knock. Tell him to get stuffed.
And goes, fart in the handbag. That's what I can do.
Fart on a handbag. That's Scunthorpe does that a lot.
Scunthorpe?
Yes, he does that a lot. Fart on handbags, doesn't he?
No, that game drove me mad.
Yeah.
I played the remaster, obviously. Yeah. I enjoyed the first Spyro. I didn't like the other two. Whereas Crash Bandicoot, I enjoyed 1, 2 and 3.
To be fair, I don't like the second Spyro.
No.
I don't mind the third one, because the third one does element... Do you know the second one?
Yeah.
A lot of it is quite experimental.
And it's a bit faffy.
And it is a bit faffy. But with the third one, I find it takes what was good about the second one and makes it better. And gets rid of all the faff of the second one.
Oh, okay,
that's the third one. I think that's quite good.
Right, okay. Yeah. Interesting, yeah. No, I didn't really like that.
There's more interesting challenges in the third one.
Yeah, that's why I don't like it.
but it's better than the second one. Because in the third one, you got a choice of playing different characters.
Yes, that's true.
So you got the Sergeant Bird missions, they're quite good. He's quite good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
But the second one, it is a bit
It's a bit faffy.
It is.
It is. It wasn't my cup of tea. I know Voice Legend likes the original Spyro.
Yeah.
And obviously Scorpius and Gunnar loves Doom, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So yes. So if you're watching, big shout outs to you guys. Big shout outs. Yeah. Donate. Yeah. But yeah. So what's the next game you want to talk about, John?
So, did I say Dial Trilogy?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, with the gun.
Oh, should we talk about
Alien Trilogy?
Alien
Play that a lot.
Yes.
Play that a lot.
Oh, why is that, John?
Why was that? I don't know, because
you like aliens?
Does that it? Well, I think I played the game before watching the films.
Really?
I think so. Because when did Alien Trilogy come in? 96?
Yeah, about so.
Yeah, 96. So when I watched Alien the first time, the first Alien film I watched was Aliens.
All right.
And I was off school, I had the flu, and Dad just put it on. Just randomly put it on. Put this film on. Okay. And I was like, oh, this is good. I just popped up there when I saw the first Alien. I was like,
what,
I was like a Gen Z kid. I was like, oh, look, Ma, there's an adult with a beard eating ice cream. I've never seen that before. I'm just going to stare at him and be rude.
Do you want some lemsip?
Would you like some cocaine? I tell you what, I would like some marching band. Oh, yes, please.
But yeah, I really enjoyed that one. That was really good. I really did enjoy the.
Oh, bugger. Marshall powder. Toga, 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 toga. Everyone copies me. Everyone copies my stuff. Nobody can come away with this like, oh, let's all copy John. As John said, toga, 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 toga. It's like something with tics or Tourette's. I'm just going to copy that word now. And every stream, toga, 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 taga, toga, taga, toga, taga, toga, 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 toga. Watch Animal House, Kevin Bacon's first film.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's Friday the 13th.
What's Kevin Bacon's first film? Animal House.
Anyway, we're segued. Omega segue.
Animals.
Omega segue.
Toga, toga, toga,
Right,
toga,
so
toga,
John,
toga, toga,
what are your
toga, toga,
feelings
toga,
of
toga,
the
toga.
game Night Trap?
Never played it.
What? You've never played Night Trap?
No, sir.
Why not?
No, sir.
Why not?
Too young, sir.
Yeah, but I think you'd love it.
You're an old fat, sir.
It's on the Switch. You'll love it.
Oh.
It's on the Switch. You'll like it.
Is it a horror game?
It is a horror game.
Isn't it a nice horror game?
It is a nice horror game.
Is it, would you like some more Yorkshire seal?
No, yeah.
Would you like some twine? Or
some
would you like some?
tofu.
Or if you like some, you like Tesco's Value Tea,
Tesco
which
Value-
tastes like piss.
But yeah.
Oh, did I just spit in it? I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No. But yeah.
I didn't mean to.
Animal Trap.
Animal House. That's Kevin Bacon's first film.
Night
This
Trap.
crazy ginger leprechaun thinks he's Friday the 13th. Oh, because it introduces him.
It does.
Well, the credit man on Friday the 13th is wrong.
Right. Listen.
Right.
Night Trap was a fantastic game, and it was one of the first games to actually involve the 18 rated certificate, because before that, no video
I'm
games
sure
had
one
certification.
I'm sure it won't Doom.
Doom and Night Trap came out very similar
Mortal
times.
Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
That has to be on that list. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
those were the three games
that
that,
was-
went
that
when
was-
people went, excuse me, I
Yeah.
don't think this is right. Kids shouldn't
That
be
was
beheading
like-
people
yeah.
and then drinking blood.
So basically, what that was like the video nasties of the 90s.
That's it, yeah.
Or because before there was no certificate
No,
on video
yeah.
games.
No, there wasn't.
So a kid could play Doom.
That's it.
And Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, so that's what happened. That was why the certification came in,
Yeah.
because you had Mortal Kombat,
Doom.
Night Trap, and Doom, and they went, oh, this is a bit wrong, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can blow demons up and chop them up with
Yeah.
chainsaws.
And if you play-
and in this bit,
And you might
you're
get
ins-
possessed by them.
You might get possessed by them. And in this bit, that lady's been insanguinated by a vampire.
Yes. We must ban those video game nasties.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's a bit of a touch
I bet my writers like that. Like,
Yes.
I bet she can play about video games as
Yes,
well.
she
no?
did.
Yes.
Mm.
We must ban those video nasties.
That's
We
it.
must ban everything. We must ban that TikTok nasty. That's that TikTok. The only
Yes.
TikTok I know is from my grandfather clock.
That's right.
That's right, love.
That's right, love.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I would say those were, Night Trap was one of these games that influenced me later on, but I always wanted to play it, even when I was a nipper. And I like Dracula on the Mega CD, that was fantastic. Sherlock Holmes on the Mega CD as well. But I played those later on, they weren't when I was a child. When I was a kid, I mainly played on the Game Boy, Zen the Intergalactic Ninja, Swamp Thing, Tetris, Mario, Wario Land, all that sort of stuff.
Didn't you say you played Alone in the Dark, didn't you?
Alone in the Dark.
The very early one.
Yes, the very early one,
Which
the very first one.
Which often gets considered first survival horror.
Yes,
But then there was Sweet Home,
that's it.
1989, which
Yeah.
Resident Evil was sort of like a loose remake on it.
That's
based
it,
on
yeah.
a film.
Yes,
So that was when survival horror.
that's it. And
Yeah.
did you know the original Devil May Cry was meant to be a Resident Evil game, and then they reskinned it.
Do you know that makes sense? Because Dante
Yeah,
looks like Leon with white hair.
that's
And
right.
it's got that element of action
Yeah,
and horror.
that's it.
It's got, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So the idea is that that obviously you wouldn't have seen Leon jumping around like mad like that, but he would have had some of the gameplay
And yeah,
and
I
the
don't
game
like.
elements.
I don't like Resident Evil 4, but I like Devil May Cry. It's
Yeah,
bizarre.
see, I love Devil May Cry. It's one of my
I don't
favourites.
think it's.
I love Resident Evil 4.
I
It's
think
probably
it's-
one of my
I think
favourites.
what I like about it is like with Devil May Cry, you go back to each area
That's
and
it.
collect the orbs and make yourself more stronger. I like
That's
that
it, yeah.
element.
And
it's
you-
sort of like RPG elements to it.
elements, and
Yeah.
you've got the fact that you can upgrade the swords and all that sort of stuff. And the game feels like it's got personality.
And very fast-paced as well.
Very fast-paced as well. And that big spider as well. Whenever I fought against that big spider, I cacked myself.
I did it wrong, yeah.
You know. And I had like some cheats as well. Like obviously I got so good at the game and I completed it like 4 times. Eventually I had a game shark where I could literally play as any character in the whole game, and you could play as the devil mode, like powering that up constantly, you know, it's mental. But yeah, so those are some of my favourites there. I really enjoyed those. I think, you know, the original Game Boy is where my heart was at for retro gaming, and then later on I enjoyed the Mega CD and the Mega Drive and things like that. They were fantastic, you know. Really loved it. Really loved it. You know, what would you say is your favourite experience from retro gaming?
Favourite experience? I mean, favourite console is the PS1.
Yes, the PS1 is legendary.
I don't care what these Zoomers say. Oh, PS2, oh, PS3, PS4's good. No, PS1.
Oh, PS3 is a janky mess anyway, with the outdated controls and old-fashioned games.
But that's what added to the charm, though.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it. There was only one game on the PS3 I really liked.
No, I said PS1, love.
Oh.
I didn't say PS3. I said PS1, love.
PS1.
Yes.
PS1.
I didn't say the PS3.
Well, PS1 was obviously you had Shadow Man, you had Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil 2.
Best Resident Evil ever.
You had Resident Evil 3, the OG Resident Evil 3. You
Parasite Eve's great.
Parasite Eve. You had obviously Alone in the Dark. Dino Crisis. Alone in the Dark. You had
a variety. With the PS1, you had a different variety of genres.
There was more variety, wasn't there?
You look at it now. It's remakes of old games.
COD.
Yeah. Shoot 'em ups like COD. Yeah.
Yeah.
And sequels to old games.
Yeah, and multiplayer.
Just like
trail rubbish.
Do I want to? Did I really? Did I really want to see Dead Island 2?
And you too could play 16 different versions of Fortnite. And 10 different versions of Dead by Daylight.
And if you're a really soppy sod, you can buy. What was that game for 70 quid? Do you remember that game?
Oh.
What was that game for 70 quid?
I don't know.
Can you remember? Because I can't remember.
No, but anyway.
If you're a soppy sod and you like to pay £70 for a game, then good for you.
Yes. No, definitely not. No, definitely not.
Yeah, £60 for Crash Bandicoot 4. And everyone was like, oh, I've got all those, remember that crazy Zoomer going, crazy German Zoomer, I'm going to pay $60 for Crash Bandicoot, what is wrong with you? I want to get it, I'm like, this guy hasn't got a clue.
No, the problem with games is, right, I remember when Doom 2016 came out, I paid £35 for that, and I was like, and I got a free t-shirt, and a free mug, and a free...
Yeah, but you had a mug. You had a mug.
Yeah, I am a mug. And I got loads of cool stuff. Now, you can't get bloody bugger all for £35, and it's on the same console. Why? It should be cheaper, it's older. Why are you rising up the prices? Why? Like Crash Bandicoot Trilogy, you got 3 games for 35 quid.
I paid £35.
Yeah, and then the sequel came out, and they're like, one game for 70 or £60.
60 it was.
I'm like, no.
He got told off with a Steve. Oh, I would pay £60 for it.
Oh, would you? You can flipping...
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
No. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. No.
Maybe he's a rich kid. I don't know.
Yeah. But I'm like, no. I'm not paying nearly £100 for one game. No. And that's why I haven't bought Resident Evil 4 remake
yet. My uncle would say, if you can't afford to shoplift it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the reason why I haven't bought Resident Evil 4 yet, because there's no way in hell am I paying 60 quid for one game.
It hasn't gone down in price at all.
No.
It hasn't.
No.
And it's been out since...
It's been out about 4 or 5 months now. Yeah. Just no. No.
Just say no.
Just say no.
Kids, just say no.
Just say no.
Don't do drugs. Just do mindless TikTok videos.
Yeah. And play Magic the Gathering. Yeah. And Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff.
Yeah.
And chess.
Yeah.
Far safer.
Don't snort massive matching powder.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Don't.
No, just don't.
Don't.
Just don't.
No.
But yes,
Because the red squirrels will be after you.
Oh, the super scrolls. Yeah.
The red squirrels will be after you.
Oh dear God. Well, that's a hint to a new film. But yes, what was we going to say? Yeah. So obviously, my favourite retro game series has definitely got to be a smidgen of Doom. You've got Resident Evil. You've got Alone in the Dark. You've got all these good series. Obviously, I really love some really obscure stuff that never really sees the light of day now, like some really weird horror games.
Story, you ever played that?
Yeah, I mean, there was some really old school time travel ones that were on there. One of my favourite ones, before we go, one of my favourite retro horror games is Clock Tower.
Clock Tower.
Yeah, definitely, because you've got that spooky element of you never nearly know what's going on. The killers can jump out anywhere. I've not played the point and click one, but I have played the one where you walk around and stuff, and that freaked me right out. But yeah, so Clock Tower is one of my favourite horrors for retro wise. What about you, John? What's your favourite retro horror to round it off?
Favourite game? I mean, favourite game, PlayStation 2. Favourite gaming series? Can it be a more modern one?
Yes, if you wish.
In terms of best gaming series for quality, it's probably the Yakuza games.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Because some of those are retro anyway. Yeah.
Well, the first Yakuza came out 2005.
Wow, yeah. So that is deemed retro now.
And then the new Yakuza, I think, is coming out next year. Yakuza 8.
Okay, cool.
No.
Right, well, thank you very much for joining me for this retro ramble, John.
And it's goodbye from you.
And it's goodbye from me.
No.
Thanks very much for watching, guys. Look after yourselves. Keep safe. Keep well. Much love, everyone.
What do you call the Houses of Parliament? A study of all fossils?
Oh, dear. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was was it a Ronnie Barker joke?
Oh, dear.
What is a study of the Houses of Parliament? A study of all fossils.
Oh, dear. Gosh, that's me. Goodbye.